Hello everyone, this is Derek Smith from Comprehensive Credit Repair, and I have another tip for you for today. I want to talk to you about what credit counseling groups and lawyers don't want you to know about credit repair. I know you've seen commercials, or you have at least seen ads about nonprofit organizations and some for-profit that will help you clean up your credit. And you automatically think that these are the good guys and they're on your side. So you pick up the phone, you call a consumer credit counseling service so they can negotiate your debt. But let me tell you, that's not a good idea. Here's why. Consumer credit counseling and other debt management companies like them make matters worse than they already are. The creditors report to the bureaus that their account is being handled by a debt management company. We regard this the same as being in Chapter 13 bankruptcy. And you might say, really? Why is that? Well, because it is a big statement that says you cannot manage your own money and you cannot get a mortgage until you complete the program. Further, it lowers your credit score. I've seen credit reports that belong to people who have been in debt management programs. The entire time they were in the program, the credit card companies reported them as late because according to their records, they had not paid as agreed because the service had negotiated a lower payment than what was originally agreed upon. This gave them a long string of late payments. It absolutely trashed their credit scores. And the people will come to me and say, hey, we paid on time every month. The debt counselor never told us this would happen. We thought working with their service was actually helping us. Well, let me tell you this. Credit card counseling companies act like a middleman, and many of them make 15% profit from your creditors, even though they have a nonprofit status. I call them wolves in sheep's clothing. That said, you can get an FHA loan even if you're using a consumer credit counseling service if the following three requirements are met. Number one, you have been paying on the plan for 1 year or more. Number two, all payments to the creditors have been on time. And number three, you've obtained a written permission from the consumer credit counseling service to obtain a mortgage. Now for me, this is also another negative because I have to get permission to go out and get me an FHA loan. So it's my opinion that 98% of the people are better off negotiating their own payment modification. That way they can get the agreement in writing that says the new lower payment will be considered paid as agreed. Moreover, they will not have the words account and consumer debt program damaging their reputations for the whole world to see. And last, they won't need to ask an agency's permission to buy a house. Let's move on to lawyers. I like attorneys for times when you really need an attorney. They're expensive, but they're worth the cost for those times, such as when you've been accused of committing a murder and you're completely innocent. If that happened, most of us would pay a lot of money to hire an expert lawyer to prove our innocence and keep us out of prison. But you don't need an attorney to fix your credit. It is my personal opinion that the vast majority of law firms are not the best option for this job. My viewpoints come from being a credit repair specialist and seeing that there's a much higher success rate than attorneys get you. One thing lawyers don't want you to know is that they stand to make $500 an hour on you as a client. Sure, they might advertise $79 a month, but come on, have you ever seen an attorney who works for $79 an hour or even $79 for half an hour? Never. So exactly how much personal attention do you think you're going to get per month for that fee? One attorney said he takes mere minutes per month because he uses his computer software program. This is the same attorney that says right on his website that it is easy to make $500 an hour doing credit repair. So what happens is that the computer spits out form letters that are successful in getting the super easy bad credit off your report, the stuff that you could hire a high school kid to do. He takes his sweet time about sending off those letters too. That way the months roll by as he collects more monthly fees. How long is it going to take to get through your entire credit report? 2 years? 10? A lifetime? That is why I don't suggest getting on their program. Let me give you another inside secret. Attorneys who do credit work like to set up people on auto pay. This is not for your convenience. It is because a lot of people with bad credit are chronic late payers. But there's more to it. These people who let bills slide also won't get around to canceling the auto pay. They're chronic procrastinators. This works to the attorney's advantage. The reality is that an ultra cheap attorney fee is not a bargain. It is not going to buy you any significant quality time with the lawyer. Personally, as a credit repair expert, I do better. I do a better, more thorough, faster work than any credit lawyer I've ever seen. Look, Fixing credit is difficult, and I'm a pro at it, and I can do it for you. If you've tried to fix your own credit and you couldn't get it done and you need help, let me be your guy. Come over to www.comprehensivecreditrepair.com and sign up in my program. And by the way, when you do, I give you a free luxury vacation to one of 51 locations I currently have available. They're all listed on my website. So I hope to see you soon. Come over to www.comprehensivecreditrepair.com and find out more. All right. Thank you again, and I'll see you in the next video.